fuck you. Is that better? Doesn't it sound like me? That sounds like a Nora thing to say, right? A crooked grin cracks across his face. We'll work on it. Sir! Sir! Shit! I need to see the cenobium for myself, if only to satisfy my curiosity. I should have asked someone at the bar for directions before leaving. What's this? I'm about to turn back when a shadow passes over me. A cloud, I think, until a puff of hot breath tickles the back of my neck. Hello? The shadow runs down the street in rivulets. Formless dark spreads like ink into blotted shapes. Claws stretch. A muzzle splits open to reveal long, jagged teeth. A growl rumbles so low and deep I feel it. I want to run, to scream, but I feel trapped, as though the slightest movement or a single breath will snap the jaws around me shut. No, I won't let it end it like this. If I'm going to die, I want to see what caught me first. I steel myself and turn. Nothing? The shadow vanishes as quickly as it came. I'm left standing in the middle of the street, alone except for a figure reclining in the shade of a nearby stoop. Daddy. Oh, what? Wait, who this? He a fox too! He's just like me, and he's red and I'm blue! Is this my guy? I'm just like saying that to every guy I actually come across. A monster. That much is clear from a glance. One that could nearly be mistaken for human were it not for the tufted ears, the tail curved around his ankle. Or the dusk pink eyes with pupils that sharpen like needles when they fall on me. Our eyes meet and the monster uncrosses his long legs. This is a flamboyant guy. Jumpy, aren't you? Babe. His tone is so light and carefree that I glance over my shoulder to make sure he's speaking to me. When I look back, the stranger props his chin on his knuckles and regards me with an inscrutable little smile. Didn't you see that shadow just now? It was massive, moved like a beast. Even as I speak, I'm aware of how ridiculous I must sound, but the stranger's smile doesn't falter. The only beasts I've seen are the Wicks drooling regulars, though this did catch my eye. With a flourish of his hand, my in-room key appears dangling from his finger. Dude, he's in a whole fucking garter belt, mate. Holy shit. It turns on its chain, glittering when it catches the light. My hands fly to my cloak's pockets, and sure enough, you find them flat. He crooks his finger, beckoning. I've already taken 2 steps forward before some stifled instinct stops me. Something feels wrong. I'm still on the edge, thrumming with so much adrenaline that the stranger's shadow flickers at the edges of my vision. I always attract the worst kind of its attention, but I can't get rattled now. Who said that's my key? Oh, smart, big brain, let's go. Who said who said that key is mine? He smiles wide enough to reveal pointed canines. I saw you drop it. You should really be more careful. City like this, someone might take advantage. A bald-faced lie said without a hint of irony. I can't figure out how he picked my pockets under my nose, but I'm certain he took my key and I need it back. Isn't he the monster? The shadow we were experiencing earlier. Look at the soft drape of whatever that is. The translucent piece of cloth. That's beautiful. Very beautiful. I approach the man, careful to keep an arm's length away. He doesn't look dangerous, but the most deadly ones never do. Oh, damn, he glam as hell! Pretty boy! The stranger's chain softly clinks with the tilt of his head. His ears flick. He kinda cute though. I'm not usually into the glam type, but he kinda cute. Keeping your distance? You think I stole your dinky little key? from all the way over here. He gives an exaggerated sigh. Look at how pretty his eyes are. I'm good with my hands, but not that good. Damn, bro! Do I really look like a common thief to you? I mean... he's got me there. The sheer fabric of his sleeves alone would be too expensive for most street thieves. Hell, his shoes look like they cost more than I spent traveling here. And then there's the shop behind him. No matter the city, parted pink curtains only ever mean one thing. Is he the owner of the shop? I'm not looking to buy, and I doubt I could afford your services anyway. Luckily for you, I don't charge. What is it? What is it with everyone not charging in this city? The man runs the tip of his tongue over a fang, and for the first time since I stepped into that shadow, I feel something other than dread. My face grows hot. Is it lust, babe? Is it lust? That's not what I meant. I'm flattered, really. Were sex my trade, I might make an exception for you. Am I that hot? I guess I'm that hot in this game. How about half off for her handy? What the fuck? Or you could just hand over my key. Ask nicely, and I might even let you tug my tail. I mean, I kind of wanna. That's kind of cute. Just throw it here. What could have possibly drawn you to this dreary little pig pen, I wonder? He listlessly watches the arc of my key swinging around his finger. The weather's shit, the food's dreck, and there's entirely too many monsters for a human to feel safe. Unless... Wait, did I miss something? Oh, I didn't. Dagger's sharp eyes flick towards me. Oh, he cute! They gleam with amusement. Unless you're just dying to consort with monsters. Consort with monsters? I mean, I'm not really against the idea. Not really. You know, people like what they like. By now, my embarrassment has worn away, leaving simmering impatience in its place. If this is a shakedown, it's the most frustrating one I've ever experienced. Flutter back. Let's see where this goes. I'm gonna flirt back. How'd you know that I spent all my money, starved, and nearly died in a swamp just so I could crawl into bed with the first thirsty monster I saw? Oh my god. That earns me a burst of breathy laughter. He gazes at me under his dark lashes. Aren't you funny? I know, I laughed at myself, dude. So your place or mine? Oh, wait, for real? I'd invite you if I had my key. If only I had my key, then I might be able to invite you up. His languid gaze glides from me to the key in his hand and back. Come, take my hand and we'll go together. What is this? What is happening? The more he flirts, the more convinced I become that this is some kind of trap. No matter how innocent monsters look, they always have tricks up their sleeves. And something tells me that this one's more dangerous than he lets on. Even if he has a lovely laugh, I know I'm entranced by it. I don't know what you want or why you're messing with me. But I'm not coming any closer until I know you aren't going to attack or bite. I won't bite hard unless you beg me. Sir! Sir, this game knows its audience. High town, low town. I know Iridia like the back of my hand. What about the Cenobium? Do you know where that is? Oh, Angie, cute! His smile vanishes. Surely you've seen it. That absurdly large tower looming over the rest. It's a little hard to miss. He must mean that spy I noticed when I first caught sight of Iridia. The Cenobium's overrated though. Forget about it. Why does everyone hate it though? I can show you things those stuffy bores in their limp dick tower couldn't even dream of. I've already got plans. Oh, have you some pressing matters at the Cenobium? Lunch dates with librarians? Tea time with the most esteemed abbess? 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 That's my business. What's it matter to you? I square my shoulders and the amusement bleeds out of him. YOLOs. The stranger, finally bored of this tedious game, extends his hand towards me. The key rests on his palm, neatly dividing skin and leather. When he makes no other move, I reach for the key, but as soon as my fingers graze smooth brass, his hand springs shut around my elbow. What are you doing, dude? Hey! Hey? He yanks me down and I stagger, my soles slipping on the steps. For a sick moment, I fear my bandages will unravel under his touch, but he's careful not to disturb them, even as his fingers dig into my arms. I knew I smelled blood. You reek of death and the road. Oh my god, his gaze went cray gaze. That fucking doctor. Who? His voice, once silken, lowers to a smoky growl. That's hot. The shadows around him seethe and boil as he pulls me closer. And something else. He murmurs against my throat, nose grazing my jaw. Let go! I sound like a rebellious kid the way I said let go. It's just let go, Mom! I try to twist away, but he doesn't budge. His breath trails down my neck, sending a thrill of dread through me. But just when I fear he'll bite, he takes a deep whiff instead. His wide, flat eyes gleam with naked hunger as he gazes up upon me. Not quite human, not quite monster. Seems we're both. Veer. I think his name's Veer. The stranger's ears flatten and he releases me with a short breath. I yank my arm back, massaging it where his grip left grooves in the bandages. The stranger twists around to watch a woman duck out from the curtains behind him. Her pressed uniform bears the insignias of the Cenobium. I leave you for all of what? 10 minutes, and you're making trouble again. Will you quit harassing the tourist? The stranger, Veer, I take it, rolls his eyes and flashes the cleric a withering smile. So suspicious. Can't you see this is a friend of mine? I was graciously offering my dear friend some free advice. Though his voice remains light and cheerful, his expression darkens. Danger's drawn to you like a moth to flame. It will always find you given time. The woman clucks her tongue as though she's heard this recital 102 times. Word of advice? Don't take free advice from lazy foxes lounging in the streets. Hey! I feel called out! This crook would sell water to a drowning man for the sheer enjoyment of it. She shrugs off a wilting look from Veer. Hey, don't call out foxes, okay? Oh please, any friend of yours knows it's true. Now hold still. Veer rises gracefully at her approach. He pushes his hair aside so it drapes over one shoulder, exposing the long line of his neck. And suddenly, it dawns on me that the jingling I heard earlier wasn't coming from the harness attached to his collar, but a leash. Sheesh! A heavy iron chain wound around a hitching post and padlocked to the back of his collar. Veer posed deliberately to hide his leash from me. Is he okay? The woman produces a keyring from her pocket. She rifles through a dozen identical keys before selecting one and slotting it into the lock. Come on, unless your friend's tagging along on a merry little soulless hunt. They're hunting for soulless inside the city? Words momentarily fail me. He stretches his arms forward, over his head, with a yawn, and I try not to stare at the way his stomach flattens when he arches his back. kind of hot. Your little secret's safe with me. Try not to get yourself killed. Veer hops off the stoop and bounds after the woman. His tail sways merrily as though he hadn't just lied and threatened me. What is he, a pet? It's cute. Did you try that thing I mentioned? The Laventian knot. That the one where you take the 3 fingers and actually... Don't tell me. Knowing you, it's disgusting. Oh my god, they're talking about fucking fingering, dude. It's easy enough to follow the sluggish river that splits Iridia in two. A colossal bridge arches over the dark water below. I cross as quick as I can, climbing over uphill toward the distant tower. Hours later, legs aching, sweat beading on my forehead, I finally find what I was searching for. The cenobium of the luminous void. It stands at the highest point of Iridia, surrounded by cold white walls. Well-dressed people stroll down the walkways, paying no attention to the massive tower in their midst. I'm halfway up the steps when something moves in my peripheral vision. Do you get a new boy? A shadowy figure crouches beneath one of the white walls. They reach out and tug on a vine, as if testing its strength. Oi, you there! The shadow vanishes as quickly as I spotted it, and a gaunt-faced man in a crisp charcoal uniform marches up the steps toward me. Ugh, another tourist. Get out of here once you're done gawking. Dismissive wave accompanies his equally dismissive words, and he turns on his heel without even waiting for an answer from me. I look back at where I saw the intruder, but there's nothing. Just the leaves blowing gently in a cool breeze. Can you hear me? Am I loud enough? Can you hear me? I don't know if my mic is picking up on this. I step away from the gates, hopelessness washing over me. Hello. A whisper, so close I can feel the warm brush of breath on my skin. I instinctively jerk away, but there's no one beside me. Halfway down the staircase, I spot a woman swaying in the breeze. She's gaunt as a rail, her blouse moth-eaten. I'm unable to take my eyes off her, not because of the way she smiles a little too widely, or the way her tousled braids look unbrushed for days. I thought that was Min, but because her eyes shine a vibrant, unnatural crimson, I'm both entranced and unsettled by their subtle glow. These days, you'd need a miracle to get in there. I'm unsure how to respond, or even if I should. Respond sarcastically, I guess. Seems like I'm in the market for a miracle. Know anyone selling? She beams at me like I've said the greatest thing she's ever heard. Lucky for you, I have them for free. Why is everything free? Whatever she's selling, I'm not interested. My words come out in a tired breath. No thanks. I start down the stairs, but she abruptly steps into my path. She turns her back to me, and before I can react, she slips her fingers under the lacing of her collar, stripping out of her blouse in broad daylight. What? Oh, what are you? As worn fabric unveils bare skin, my panic is smothered by cold horror. A misshapen, sunken scar carves into the woman's body. Pitted, gnarled skin snakes down her shoulders, blooming from a gaping hole in the back of her neck. What? A shuddering breath escapes me. The fuck? Yeah, that's what I said too. Whatever disease this woman had ate away at her from the inside out. How is she able to move or breathe? It's impossible. She shouldn't be alive, and yet... The power to cure anything can be yours too. The power of the sea spring. The woman slides back into her blouse and deftly laces it up. If I've caught your interest, then follow me. It's only a short walk away. This could be the stupidest decision in my life, but what choice do I have? I take a final look at the Zenobium's shut gates, then follow it down the steps. Yeah, this is pretty stupid, Noira. What are you doing? The wet, derelict district feels more familiar to me. But the crimson-eyed woman takes me farther, then farther still, until I'm met with an all too familiar sight. My gut lurches when I face the open horizon. Wait, why are we back here? At the what? Fog wall? The city's outskirts are hardly recognizable in... I can stop whispering now. Thank you for that whisper redeemed, but I may stop it now. The city's outskirts are hardly recognizable in daylight, and probably safer for it. But venturing beyond Iridia's walls is a gamble I wasn't prepared to take so soon. Keep going straight, and the sea spring will reveal itself to you. I bark out a bitter laugh, loud and involuntary. This region belongs to the eyes. Eyes? Belongs to the eyes. Most people know him as a gang leader, but he is much more than that. Huh. I squint against the empty wastelands. Ooh, nice little guitar happening in the background. The riff, pretty. Only a fool, or someone with nothing to lose would leave the city. Apparently I'm both. But if this sea spring cured her, I need to see what it can do for me. Wait, didn't we like get dunked in by the fucking monster? I set off into the wastes. Over my shoulder, the woman calls after me. Good luck, Noira. I hope we meet again. Wait, did I even say my name? Did I say my name? I don't think I said my name. My heart pounds with each step I take from civilization. For what seems like an eternity, I force each foot forward, one step, then another, until a realization hits me. I never told the woman my name. I said that, bitch! Something pierces the horizon ahead of me. A building nestled into a tall cliffside, but so starkly out of place it might as well be a hallucination. It drips with extravagance and honeyed mahogany, an ornate jewel of architecture. A row of dark silhouettes stand out on the horizon. Trees, I think, and until I'm close enough to realize that what I mistook for branches was spikes and jutting tendrils. Wait! I think I know what this is. This is my demon boy. This is my demon boy, I'm telling you. Soulless. Several of them watch me in the distance like statues. Flashes of last night chase me. The gushes of blood and screams of death. The smell of burning flesh and sour bile. I can't go through that again. I won't. The next thing I know, I'm dashing up wooden stairs and crashing through towering double doors. I gasp for air, my lungs burning from exertion. I'm desperate to be safe, but when I process my surroundings, it's more hellscape than sanctuary. Demon boy, please! Let it be the demon boy! Blood flows all around me, overwhelming my vision with a lurid, unholy red. Instinctively, my hand leaps to my mouth. The music is really good, yo! I'm not gonna lie. But the rotten stench of blood never comes. Instead, a smoky scent hangs in the air, sharp and spiced. I swallow thickly, convincing myself that it's not as gruesome as it appears. This has to be the sea spring, the place that grants miracles. Tall pillars flank me, blanketed in written notes. Seating pillows scatter the floor. A rustic kettle sits nearby. Someone must live here, despite how eerily empty it is. I reach for a note at the lower end. It reads, "They watch me through the mirrors. They won't stop staring. They know what I did, but they won't have me. I'm safe now. I'm safe now. I'm safe now." Ausli dipso the zovapun zahi os hosut has the spazapun. How do you even read that, bruh? The writing deteriorates into unintelligible scrawl. Before I can ponder it further, a sharp chill runs down my spine. Something's watching me. Yeah, bet. It better be a hot guy. I quickly set the note back, my eyes darting around the wooden deck, but it's still empty, vacant. Finally, I look towards the sea spring. That stillness hides something deeper, something wrong. Hey. Shit. I spin around and come face to face with a pack of soulless. They chitter and growl, tendrils and spikes flaring threateningly. All different sizes and species, but sharing one identical trait, glowing crimson eyes. This feels like an episode of Bleach, dude. I try to back away, but my heel teeters over the sea spring. I'm cornered. Watch your step. It's deeper than it looks. That voice again. At the sound of it, the soulless freeze. Their snarls quieting. Hot boy? Hot boy? Hot boy! Yes! I'm happy. I'm happy. Oh, my poor table. Please don't die, IKEA table. I search for the voice's source and find it right above me, lounging in the rafters. Oh my god! Yes! Demon boys are where they at. You look lost, little sparrow. God, why is he so hot? His gaze is a violent crimson, one that sears through me, leaves me feeling raw and exposed. They're the same eyes I've seen over and over. First with the scarred woman, now with the soulless circling me. All bound by the sea spring's blood red. In the shroud of darkness behind him, shapes like massive tentacles twist and coil around the wooden beams. He's so hot, dude! He's so hot! I can't focus. The soulless's growls ring in my ears. They're not advancing, but that could change at any second. Panic rises in my throat as I struggle to track them. Hey! Eyes on me. Oh my god! My heart! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like weak, chat. I'm weak to this. I'm weak. My stomach rolls as I tear my eyes away from the soulless. Okay, I'm weak to two type of guys, okay? A commanding one like this guy, like the fucking confident and commanding one. And second, fuck boys. Those are my two favorite tropes. Don't ignore someone who's talking to you. It's not polite. For a moment, anger knocks my fear aside. Who is this bastard? Yeah, hot bastard, right? And you know what? Fuck you. That's something I'd say. I would say I'm distracted by him, but no, I think for me, I would say fuck you. I look right into his unnerving eyes, holding his gaze defiantly. Fuck you. Is that better? Doesn't it sound like me? That sounds like a Nora thing to say, right? A crooked grin cracks across his face. We'll work on it. Sir! Sir! Shit! Oh my god! He's perfect for me! I scan the soulless again. I'm blushing like a bitch. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. They really aren't attacking. Posturing more than anything else. Almost as if they're waiting for commands. This game knows how fucking thirsty I am, I swear. Did you tame them? How are the sea spring? I like how he's just named Bastard now. They're hungry, so they might fight. You could give me a reason to stop them. How about I didn't do anything wrong? Trespassing. And that's punishable by death? He gives a non-committal shrug. Expecting mercy was your first mistake. Oh, I love him. I love him so much. Tell me what you want. I'm not in the mood for guessing games. Your hands. Why my hands? Alarm jolts through me. I hide my hands under my cloak. Show me. Why? Won't ask twice. I love him. With a sharp huff, I reluctantly hold out my bandaged hands. Are you getting off on this? Unwrap them. Oh my god. He's my fave. Heat rushes to my face and fire to my tongue. I should give him a piece of my mind, but not when his souls are one command from ripping me to shreds. My hands are trembling when I finally raise them. I know the skin beneath the wrappings all too well. The hideous, unnatural flesh I've grown to despise. I grip the edge of the bandages. Stop. Are you edging me, bro? With a weary sigh, the man sliders off the beam and lands with a thud that shakes the panels underfoot. Oh, he's so hot. I'm sorry, chat, he's very hot. I think I found my husband. Damn. He's a monster, with an imposing figure that towers over me. I couldn't tell how tall he was before, but he's big. I mean, that's what she said. Illuminated by lantern light, his features are stronger, sharper. His hands are so pretty! Oh my god! Subtle clinks of metal accompany each of his footsteps. The closer he gets to me, the faster my heart hitches. I mean, of course. What does he want? Is he going to kill me? I step backwards. Come it on me! I'm sorry, I'm showing my ratchetness, fuck. And find nothing to set my foot on. I'd forgotten my back was to the C-spring. I fall right before a warm hand catches my lower back. I'm hovering above the C-spring, the sense of smoke and leather enveloping me. Blazing crimson eyes bore into mine. Oh, he's so hot. I cannot. Told you to watch your step. I cannot do this. I'm too stunned to muster a response. Dude, imagine if they put in voice acting. I would die. My lord. Like I weigh nothing, he guides me back to solid ground and steps back. Following a subtle gesture from his fingers, the souls around us disperse and relax. The shift in their demeanor is so abrupt it gives me whiplash. The enormous tentacles are no longer in the rafters, though now I doubt I ever saw them at all. Either way, I exhale a breath of relief. Hell. Hell's beautiful. Thanks. Oh, he's hot. Help me. As focused on me as he was before, the monster pays no attention to me now. Ooh, we got a bopper of a song, dude. He kicks some seating pillows out of the walkways, checks the contents of the kettle with a scowl. The sudden disregard is almost insulting. Dude, the song's a bopper! The music's good! Oh my god! So, that's it? I'm not a threat anymore. Never were one. He's hot, I cannot. I'm sorry, he's super hot. Then why'd you threaten me? People get honest when they're afraid. In other words, he was messing with me. I drag a hand over my face, exhausted by the fact that this is the second time a monster has provoked me today. Your eyes, aren't you? It depends who's asking. He's so hot! Lord help me, Lord save me, oh god. Look at him. Also, all these men in this whole fucking game, look at their fucking chests, god damn. One of your friends told me this was your territory. She also said you were a gang leader. But there's no one else here. I thought there'd be more people. Eyes picks up the kettle and walks to the edge of the C-spring, then dumps out the contents into the endless red. Gang took a walk. He's cute. His pleasant smile stretches across his face, ear to ear. Then in an instant it drops. I get the sense that I shouldn't ask about his gang again. Something must have happened. I've learned to recognize a real leader when I see one. Eyes, regrettably, fits the type perfectly. I mean, he can lead me anywhere, baby! He knows how to scare people and he expects submission. But it's uncommon for someone so used to being in power to be so alone. His glare, though. What do you need the Sea Spring's powers for? Depends. Can it cure a curse? Probably. You mean you don't know? Nope. My frustration builds. I narrow my eyes at him in a questioning glare. When he notices, he returns it with an amused smirk. God, that smirk is the end of me. God, I am weak to 2D boys. Weaker to 2D boys than I am to 3D boys. For real, for real. Are you being irritating on purpose? Listen, Sparrow, the Sea Spring can cure anything. Nothing's stopping you from trying it yourself. I like how he calls me Sparrow. What do I have to do? Drink. I have to drink from the Sea Spring? My eyes glide to the blood-like pool beside us. The idea of ingesting the strange liquid makes my guts churn. Is there a price? Always. Hard. Eyes taps his temple with a finger. You lose it a little bit. Damn, that's it? Might have already beat it to the punch. Oh, shit, that's hot! Shit, my humor earns me an amused, fanged grin. God, that... Oh, okay. Fuck, I was not expecting that. This is a little different. When you drink from the Sea Spring, you forget who you are. Anata, really? I'm in a good mood. Let me try my best, Anata. Also, this guy's super hot, so I'm Ara for him. Oh, sorry. I'm so simpy right now. I'm so excited over everything. Your mind combines with everyone who ever drank before. What is this? Fucking... Okay, I'm not gonna pull out spoilers, but it sounds like a certain anime. Humans, monsters, soulless, one big happy family in your head. Group minds. I thought they were just rumors. I've heard whispers of cults performing rituals to bind their members' minds together. It never seemed possible. Is that why he's a gang leader? But something tells me this is real, even if one thing doesn't add up. Your eyes are red too, but you obviously haven't forgotten who you are. Before I can finish my sentence, Eye strides past me towards the entrance. Time's up. Let's finish this later. I was told to come here for help, but instead I get threatened and kicked out. You're joking, right? Watch your tone. I'm nice, but you don't want to ruin the host's mood. My skin prickles. The feeling of being watched washes over me again. My eyes dart back over to the Sea Spring. So why are you so hot and threatening? And I kinda like it. Why am I attracted to dangy boys? A lone ripple dances on the quiet surface. I take Isa's advice and clamp my mouth shut. Eyes approaches a nearby soulless, a lanky, dog-like one with 6 legs and a crown of tendrils. Several sets of crimson eyes adorns its sides. Its forked tail wags rapidly when Eyes squats beside it. He runs his finger through its tendrils, scratches its chin, and pats its head. Kinda cute, can I pat it too? A gentle smile plays across Isa's lips. Oh, I want that smile on me, on top of me. Sorry. Oh man. The affection he holds for the soulless is painfully clear. I dip my eyes away, my stomach fluttering at the tender sight. Yeah, girl. It's getting dark out, so this pretty girl will guide you back. Following a short whistle form from Isa's lips, it trots over to the entrance, obediently, tail swaying. I watch the soulless warily, Pretty is not a word I would use to describe it, and the idea of it protecting me sounds absurd. If I decide to drink, how should I find you? Find someone with eyes like mine. They'll point you in the right direction. But think it over. Once you drink, you can't go back. It's a lot to process, but I give a small nod. At least I know I have another option for a cure, as disturbing as it may be. I follow— oh wait, when I'm about to cross the threshold, I sneak one last glance behind me. My heart skips when I meet Isa's eyes. I'm about to snap my head away. I mean, my heart is doki-dokiing as fuck, dude. But he just flashes me an easy smile. Till next time, Sparrow. I'll buy you a drink for scaring you. God, I'm in love! I am in love with him! I'm sorry, Leander, but I think I'm in love with this boy. I don't trust myself to do anything but respond with another curt nod. God. This game is sinful. Outside, more crimson-eyed soulless scuttle about.
Who's a good girl?
Thank you for the headroom. It's hard to believe it's the same threatening pack from before. They chase each other around in circles, roll around in the bog's mud. That's kind of cute. They pay no attention to me as a dog-like one escorts me away. It's an uneventful trip. Sometimes the soulless looks over its shoulder at me to make sure I'm still following. That's kind of cute. Can I pet it? I want to pet it. Can we pet the dog? I don't care if it's a demon monster dog. A dog's a dog. Dusk darkens the sky by the time we reach the city. The soulless sits and looks at me expectantly with familiar crimson eyes. Pet the soulless, yes! As nervous as I am, I carefully glide my fingers through the soulless's tendrils and scratch beneath its chin, just like I said. It pushes into my palm in response. Ah, cute! Rumbling with a response akin to a purr. The vibrations are soothing, almost healing my fatigue. When it's satisfied, the soulless spins around and scampers back in the direction we came, vanishing into the darkness. Nightfall creeps across the streets of Iridia. The city, labyrinth even in daytime, has become a warren of treacherous alleyways. The streets are completely deserted. If I hadn't been here earlier, I would have thought this part of the city abandoned. I make my way through the winding streets, doing my best to keep my bearing towards the wet wick. My steps slow when I hear rustling in the dark. I strain my ears, but everything is still. It's the silence playing tricks on me. Something is wrong, bitch. The fine hairs on the back of my neck prickle, a frisson of discomfort running down my spine. Something is wrong. My eyes dart from one side of the street to the other, searching for movement, but the shadows are as deep and dark as pools of ink, and I see nothing. I can't stay here. I need to reach a busier part of the city. Drawing my cloak tighter around my body, I hurry on my way. Though I keep my eyes sharp and listen intently, there's only the sound of my own footsteps. The music has a slight whisper to it. It's kind of cool. As the moments pass and nothing happens, I begin to wonder, maybe I really did imagine that noise. I turn to the next corner, and my thought comes screaming to a halt. My head spins, the world blurring as adrenaline rushes through my veins. Only one thing is clear amidst the haze. Oh, the soulless that attacked the caravan. Wait, this is not... Oh, the soulless doesn't have red eyes, so it's not part of Isa's gang. It's crouched over a dark, indistinct shape. A body. A garland of intestines spills from the pallid flesh. Blood grouts the cobblestones. For a mercy, the soulless is too distracted by its meal to have noticed me. My feet feel as heavy as stones, but I can't just stand here. Holding my breath, I take a step backwards.
It's time to stretch that body of yours, Noira.
You shocked me. I'll stretch! Thank you for the stretch! Oh, good stretch. Holding my breath, I take a step backwards. When the wet, slurping sounds don't abate, I take another, then another. Then a shard of glass crunches under my heel. Fuck! Noob mistake. Hell. The world seems to soul to a crawl as the soulless raises its head, blood dripping from its tendrils. Every single one of its bulging eyes fixed unblinkingly on me. It's really here. It's come back for me. Run? That's scary. I'm off like a shot, running for my life through the darkened streets. Demon time narration indeed. Behind me, a piercing bay splits the silence and heavy footfalls pound after me. My heart thunders in my chest. I take turns at random, trying to lose it in the maze of the streets, but I can't seem to shake it. I can hear its breathing now, a wet, fluttering rasp, growing closer and closer. The same claws that severed my arms swipe out. I duck, saved by pure reflex and skid around a corner. I take 3 running strides before the bottom drops out of my stomach. A wall twice as high as me bars my way. A dead end. When I turn around, Soulless looms in the entry to the alleyway. It's no longer running. It doesn't have to. As it prowls closer, my thoughts race. Some of the buildings lining the streets are lit. There must be people inside. It's a long shot, but... Try the nearest door? I think I'll try the nearest door because, you know, bystanders thingy. I don't trust people in a crowd. I whirl, grabbing at the handle of the closest door. It turns completely. The hinges creaking as I push, and I feel a flash of hope before a weight hits the door from the other side and it slams shut. The click of the door. The click of the lock turning, it's grimly. The click of the lock turning is grimly final. In this wretched world, few people will stick their neck out to help their own flesh and blood, never mind as a stranger. The Soulless gives a rasping hiss. It's the only warning I get before it lunges for me with a flash of claws. I hurl myself to the side, but the slick cobblestones betray me. I fall, sprawling over the rough stone. As the Soulless looms over me, I scramble away from it until my back hits the wall. There's nowhere left to go. It descends on me for the kill. Save me, boys! But the impact never comes. Who is that? I wearily crack one eye open, then the other, not sure whether I should believe what I'm seeing. A hooded figure crouches in front of me, one blood-stained hand outstretched.
Drink some water, dummy.
Thank you for the hydrate. I'm drinking. Oh, wait. He's kind of hot. Fuck. You know, I'm not usually into the kuderes, but white hair, and I'm not usually into the pretty boys, but he's kind of hot. Moonlight silvers the edge of their stiletto knife. Their face and hands are splattered with blood, and the Soulless. My eyes dart past my unexpected rescuer to the misshapen form behind them. The Soulless's many eyes, once restless and vibrant, now look dull and waxy. A red pool spreads slowly from under its body. Numb with shock, I can't help but stare. Instead, after all the people it's killed, after nearly killing me twice, I can hardly believe it. Well, I gingerly take the offered hand. The stranger's gaze dips to my bandages. Pale lips part on the brink of a question, then close again. With a strength belying their slight frame, they pull me to my feet. What? As soon as I'm on my own 2 feet again, they pull away from me and start wiping the blood from their face and hands. Stay there. They turn away from me stiffly, leaning over the Soulless's gangly body. With their back towards me, I realized that I saw their hooded silhouette at the snowbeam. I knew it! It was him! You're shorter than I thought? What a mean thing to say! You were at the Cenobium. I've seen you before. You were at the Cenobium earlier, weren't you? They cast a wary look at me. So what if I was? Yo, I mean, no, no hostility. I'm having no hostility towards you, babe. Their harsh response takes me aback. Before I can formulate a response, they continue. What are you thinking, traveling alone at night? This is far from the worst thing haunting Lowtown. I can't make heads or tails of them. First they save me, and now they scold me? Lesson learned. I could do without the lecture, though. To my surprise, they break eye contact. Their attention glides back to the Solus's corpse. They examine it with an inscrutable expression. I clear my throat to fill the silence. I'm Noira. Min. I knew it's Min. Suddenly, Min tenses. Their blade flashes as they drive it into the back of the Solus's neck. The Solus thrashes once, letting out a rattling hiss as the air leaves its lungs. Min leans on the blade, driving it deeper and deeper until there's a sickening crunch, and the creature goes limp. Thank you for the hand job, that it. Oh, Joaquin, thank you. My heart thuds in my chest. It must have been clicking to life by a thread. Min straightens up, withdrawing their blade in a single smooth motion. Why is the Solus inside the city? Min looks at me, eyes searching before realization dawns. You're new here. There's no walls around the city. Solus can come and go as they please, until someone is contracted to stop them. Why don't they build one, dude? The Cenobians' patrols don't bother to protect Lowtown. Not anymore. Let me guess, you're not a fan of the Cenobium. I wouldn't go that far. Their brow abruptly furrows, and they sheathe their knife, motioning for me to follow them. It's not safe here. The vultures can smell death. I'm not quite sure what they mean, but I don't want to stay lost in this city. I trail behind them as they stride down the street. If it's too dangerous, then why are you helping me? I came for the bounty on that Solus, and you were in the way. Not killing you isn't the same as helping you. Don't count on being so lucky again, or you'll be dead by sunrise. The answer is stingingly harsh. If anything, it's kind of hot, Noira. It's kind of hot. You know what? You know what? Fine. Fine. Fed up. I don't bother holding back anymore. Fine. I don't know why you dive in out of nowhere to kill some dangerous Solus, then be rude to the person you helped, but go right ahead. Min blinks, staring at me like my head just spun around on my neck. They open their mouth, then close it. Looking uncertain, I forge onward, gathering steam. How was I supposed to know there'd be dangerous Solus hunting in the streets, huh? You don't have to be an asshole about it. You're not as spineless as you look. Wait, are they blushing? Cute. Noira? Kuras! Damn, Kuras is tall as hell! I turn, surprised by the voice. Kuras walks down the street towards us. His white and gold clothing is pristine, despite the grime of the city. Hello, Min. I see that Solus was your work. Min shrugs. There's a familiarity to the way they regard each other. I didn't know you had friends, Min. We're not that close yet, okay? You know them, Kuras. You know them, Kuras? Min is a freelancer who has done a few errands for me. They are quite reliable. Unreliable freelancers don't eat. There's something Kuras isn't saying here. Nora needs to get back to wherever she's staying before she wanders into the jaws of another Solus. Wait, you actually care for me? Min? Kuras though, damn Kuras heart. It is late. Were you able to find a place to stay, Nora? I'm staying at the Wet Wig. Both their faces fall. I see. Would you like a guide? It might be preferable to wandering about alleyways. That would be nice. Min clicks their tongue and sighs, sounding mightily put out. Going to the Amaryllis district? That gaudy cesspit? Come, this way. Despite Min's clear distaste, when Chorus leads me down the street, they keep pace with us. Catching my curious glance, Min's eyes narrow. It's not safe this night. I don't care about you, but Chorus is the only doctor worth a damn in this place. Are you like this with everyone? The deadpan look Min gives me is answer enough. I catch Chorus hiding a slight smile. They're kind of like Levi, dude, from Attack on Titan. I suppress a sigh and resign myself to having a grumpy shadow all the way back to the wet work.
Cold like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in the cage, I'ma let out the hood out the hood out the.
Welcome to the Deep Blue.